Hey everyone, welcome back to Bethany Alexandria. I am your host and reader Thelia. A warm welcome back to our new and returning viewers and to our subscribers. Special shout out. Welcome to this blind reading. This blind reading may resonate with you, especially if you have been seeing angel numbers 55, 555, 525, 505, 44, 22, angel number 525, and angel number 1111. There are a few sound messages that came through and channeled messages, which I will be getting into in a little bit, but I want to share with you. I had a realization during meditation about an area in my life in which I have been abundantly blessed. And while thinking about that, a psalm message came through. Thank you, Lord, that you ever thought of me. And then a series of messages came through. And the messages that came through surrounded gratitude and allowing ourselves the space and room to have a buffer between our human experience and the what if, the what else, the divine, the cosmos, and the operations of all of that. When we are so focused on the human experience and life and the immediacy of, I gotta do this, I gotta go to the dry cleaners, oh my God, we left the kid's shoe at daycare today, all kinds of things. After a while, under pressure, you start to lose track of yourself. You can fall into depression. And all kinds of things can happen because now you're slipping on an intangible landscape in yourself that is equally, and I would say if not even more important than the body, because it gives rise to the physical solidness of you. Moving into that energy, there were messages as well around gratitude and being intentional about expressing gratitude, not only to source or whatever you think is bigger than yourself, but to people around you. Even having a partner, I believe that, and this is my own personal way of being, but I do believe that in relationships, there ought to be a certain level of respect and professionalism, and you're going to joke, you're going to do all the things because, hello, like this is your boo thing, right? But there should be a certain level of respect and regard for your partner whereby you treat them special all the time, all day, every day. Every time you catch yourself, you can. If they, what's wrong with a thank you? What's wrong with, I watched you walking to the car today and you look super cute, or whatever the case is, thanks for taking Aiden to hockey, whatever the case is, right? But you're grateful and you're making it known. And this is why for those of you who know me personally, intimately, is probably more like it. Because not everyone knows me the same, because I don't give everyone the same energy, because not everyone can handle the same energy. But if you know me, you know I'm big on family. Family is very important. Family communication is very important. And this is why I always speak to not being so deep in your pettiness, your ego, and your bullshit, that if you are out here creating a family, it's not neglected. Having a good family structure allows you the ability to establish firm defense. And households that function according to a certain quality will give rise to empires. But empires aren't built on raucous, negligent, disrespectful behavior. A good household isn't built on that either. It's not built on negligence and disrespect and pussyfooting, trickster energy. Some things, all things actually in life require a rite of passage. You're not going to put your 6-month-old behind the wheel and tell them to go get you a pack of smokes, would you? Exactly. So when you're talking about family and family communication, the expectation is that you would have reached a certain level of womanhood and manhood. You would have grasped and proven yourself to be efficient in managing certain areas of these dynamics. And this is why I encourage strong families, because family needs defense. Family structures should be defended. And this is why you mind your business. And I feel, and it is my personal belief, and if you cut me right now and you look at my blood, you will see it written in there. When you are minding your business and people see you and they say, I want to disrupt that one. I want to take from that one. I want to wrangle that one. I want to scam that one. I want to use the name of that one on this paperwork right here. When people attack you, I believe it is your divine obligation to drag them to hell. And when you get there, you remove the bottom. Family strength is important. Now, moving into the psalm messages, the psalm messages that we had coming through belonged mostly to the Bee Gees, okay? And the first one is If I Can't Have You. Second is Love You Inside and Out. And who was it by? My Eyes Adored You. What is his name? Frankie something? Yeah. So the messages here are around pleading someone's argument for why they ought to be viewed as a viable relationship option. Whomever is the object of their affection, they hold a very unique sense of chemistry between them. The love is powerful. Someone here is also feeling bewitched and thinking very intently about the essence of someone's kiss, or how they kiss, or maybe the feeling and the emoting behind someone's kisses. But there's definitely heartbreak here, crying, maybe drinking, mental distress, definitely 9 of Swords energy, and possibly some third party inclusion. There is this energy, 11:22 on the timer, of, hey, like, I'm not a phantom of your imagination. The man that you say you want, he's here. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. There's a feeling of being disemboweled, but in this case, it's in the heart. There's a feeling of somebody just like reaching in and just... Okay. There's definitely a need here for heart chakra cleansing. If these messages resonate with you, you may have a collection of necklaces. You may have a unique affinity for platinum, white gold, or a mixture of platinum and like 24K. There are thoughts here about visiting someone's home and confronting them. Confronting them to plead one's case. I'm getting that this person is prepared to cry if they have to. And they also want to call this person accountable, because they do feel that their heart is being mishandled, their feelings are not being accounted for. So there are some names here. These may be street names, names of friends that you may have, or this may be your name. Gibb Street, Gibb Evans. This one is a very unique one. Gibb Evans is Gibb hyphenated Evans. Gibson, Rob, Robbie, Robin, Richard. Someone may live in the city of Barrie. Carl, Carlson, Kyle with a YLE, Robinson, Franklin. Someone here may play the clarinet. You may be an artist of some kind or a musician. All right, let's get into the messages and see what's coming forward. Who are we reading for tonight, spirit guides? Are we even doing it the way we usually do? If I can have you. Let's ooh la la. Let's do some oracle. Let's go high level for a minute. Spirit guides, what are the messages coming through for the collective and those that will resonate with the messages? Those the messages are meant for. Someone here may like Hellboy. Who are we reading for, spirit guides? Okay, we're doing 3 cards. Okay. And I'll just pull the cards and then we'll get into the messages. And for what it is that you are hiding. What is it that you are hiding? What are you hiding? One more. Okay. Where is this leading, spirit guides? And what is your advice in this matter? 3 cards, please. Someone may be age 42. What's your advice? Okay, we'll start getting into the messages. So for who we're reading for, we have Crane Bag in the upright, followed by Sanctuary and Falling in Love. This is giving the energy of self-care and decluttering, making sharp, harsh decisions about being violated, what being violated looks like, what personal space looks like, what our boundary systems look like, what we consider to be taboo. And actually, as I was about to enunciate the last part, I heard haram. So someone here may be Arabic or Muslim. So sanctuary, privacy, respected boundaries, and then falling in love. Yes. There are definitely thoughts here as well about when we are in a relationship, what we like to experience in our partner, what aspect of the divine are we looking for. So I'm getting this feeling that someone is almost you're sorting out what your internal masculine energy is, so you will recognize this energy in the public realm, in the 3D reality. What it is, or what is it that you are hiding? We have reflections in the reverse. This is seeing very clearly. Coming out of a fog, Seven of Cups in the reverse kind of energy. And then we have Coral's wisdom in the reversed. Aha. So we spend time reflecting, and now we have come to an undeniable conclusion about maybe our lack of delicacy in a certain matter, or the need for us to be delicate with a situation. Someone could have squandered a relationship or something that took a long time to build. We have honor the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. I'm getting the energy of a masculine here that may not have shown up his best, or a feminine energy that embodied more masculine polarity, and there may have been an imbalance that caused them to throw someone into needing to step away to assess what was important. Okay. This will be interesting, because my question is, if the experience of this masculine energy wasn't great, it wasn't favorable, it wasn't anything to tattletale about, it wasn't of any commendation, how do you plead your case? For where this is leading, we have sacrifice in the upright, reflections in the reverse, and experiment in the reverse. Now we're coming to the realization of what we need to give up. Hey. Really? Wow. Okay. I'm realizing that the reflections card came out twice. And it's so interesting that I know I have multiple decks of this. So this is reversed, and this is also reversed. I have multiple decks of it, but interesting. I didn't think this was included. All right. So there's definitely grand revelation taking place here. I now know what I need to let go of, or now I see how I sacrificed things in the past. I see it very clearly with reflections in the reverse. I also see what I need to give up. And a part of that requires that I no longer rest in my shadow aspect. I no longer try to wrangle and cajole, backstab and trick my way into a relationship. I don't try to show one part of myself to my partner while behind their back I'm doing all the things counter to what I say that, or I agree upon that we're working together on. Where is this leading for Spirit's advice? We have farewell to the moon in the reverse. Lots of revelation. Clarified by the return of Aphrodite in the reversed, and time out in the reversed. Again, what was hidden coming to light. And a part of this revelation is showing that one party is definitely living in lack here with the return of Aphrodite. Someone here may be looking quite disheveled. Their living space or situation may not be the best. And with this timeout card in the reverse, there's this feeling of an immediacy to react and get things going. All right, let's get into some tarot, and then we're gonna segue and weave our way through my combined deck. Okay, we have the Page of Cups in the upright. Sifting through, thinking of ideas as well to make the party who has withdrawn themselves fall in love with us. But are we thinking of being untruthful? Oh dear. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Wow. Okay, so this energy wants to come in, make an offer, a small offer. They may want to pop up as well. But definitely introductory, wanting to make a new start. Now with this King of Swords energy in the reverse here, I am getting that this energy still, there's still a trickster here. They're withholding information. And they're also plotting, planning, and looking for an area of weakness where they can do the same merry-go-round bullshit that they did before. Ace of Cups in the reverse. This energy is a time waster. This energy is nothing significant. King of Swords reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse. This energy wants to manipulate the other party into displeasure. What's Ace of Cups? Three of Pentacles. They may come in to say that they do want to work on repressed emotions between you two or in themselves. This person is going to lean very heavily on how much they miss you, how much things have changed. They're going to talk about realizations that they've had about the importance of valuing collaboration and that they're learning how to do things differently and that they want to build and grow. That they've thought of implementing some changes in the relationship as well. Now, I understand why you would want to make a small offer. However, this is a page energy. A page energy with a King of Swords in the reversed. You are deceptive, phony. What's the Ace of Cups reversed? The Three of Cups, Pentacles in the upright. Are there other energies here? They want another deck. Okay. Spirit guides, show us what goes on. Maybe we won't get into the other deck. I don't want to make this exceedingly long. I'll do that over. I noticed a card from another deck in here. Okay. What is about this emotional loss here? Ace of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles. What's happening here? Second, third decan of, no. It's only for Capricorn. We have the Hierophant. Okay. They want to work on, like, you know, that praying together, staying together, eating together kind of thing. If there are children involved, they want to help the kids with homework now. They want to take out the garbage. What's the Hierophant? Show us, Spirit guides. The Seven of Cups. Illusions. They may be, this person is playing or trying to play on someone's top here using religion and values. This is a kind of energy that would to get back in your good graces, bring up the long-standing relationship that your parents had or your grandparents had or their parents had or their brother has. The Hierophant, Seven of Cups in the upright. But this person, I see someone looking at another party and they're listening to the person talk, but you know when someone's talking and you can't help but show your disagreement, show what the heck are you saying? But you have no values. What do you mean? You have no scruples. The Hierophant, Seven of Cups. You've had your whole life and you never started and now you want to start. The Magician, Gemini energy, Gemini Taurus energy. There's a bunch of illusions here. Seven of Cups, the Magician. What are these people working on here? The Hierophant, Seven of Cups, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. What the frig? Do you see what I mean? Okay. Here is the Ace of Cups up here in the reverse, following the King of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the upright. Spirit guides, what's the Ace of Cups that these greedy energies are so desperate for? Can we do we have a kibble to throw them? What's the Ace of Cups? These people want to come in and make off with someone's abundance. Look at this. The Four of Cups in the upright and the Star in the reversed. This person wants to come in and pretend that they want to work together with this person, that they want to establish a love relationship with them. And while they're doing that, in the background, they are plotting with a group of individuals here. So we have Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, Cancer energy, Aquarius energy. What's hidden, Spirit guides? Corals, Wisdom reverse, Reflections reverse, Honor the divine, honor the masculine. This masculine that wants to be honored but has no honor in him. Look at this. What's being hidden? We have the Queen of Swords in the upright and the Ten of Coins in the upright. So we do have a couple here after all. This person is hiding that they're with someone else. They have a family with a Queen of Swords energy. What's Queen of Swords? Ten of Coins, Spirit guides. Look at this. Stairway to Light. And the Seven of Swords. This is a betrayal. This is the betrayal. And there's a feminine energy here that seems to put this masculine up to this. Ladies and gentlemen, parents of planet Earth, there is a son of yours out here, a fully grown man with Adam's apple bass in his voice and gonads hanging low enough to know better, and your son is allowing himself to be parceled out and 402'd by a feminine energy. Interesting. Where is this leading, Spirit guides? So this is a sacrifice that they want to make here. And this is a plan with Reflections in the reverse. Now they feel like they have their aha moment. Oh yeah, for sure, this is gonna work. Experiment in the reverse. We won't ever have to do this again. This plan for sure, it's gonna work. Where is this leading? Sacrifice, upright, reflections, reverse, experiment, reverse. This lie. This inauthentic spew from the bowels of Satan. What is this? Where is this leading? This nonsense. This tomfoolery. This storyline that no grown adult is holding in a public space anywhere. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, exactly. Page of Cups in the reverse. With your worthless offer that nobody wants. Friend, you're built on a soggy, stuck card of lies. Page of Coins reverse, Knight of Coins in the upright. Go home. 11:44 on this timer. This person will continue to live the good life that God has blessed them with, and you will not do a damn thing about it. Page of Cups reversed, Knight of Coins in the upright. Where is this leading, Spirit guides? I've walked completely away from the other deck. King of Cups in the reverse. You can take your disgusting sourpuss self and get on. Go kick rocks with no shoes. The Hanged Man. Yes, that's what you get. 4 of Wands in the reverse. And I hope when the ancestors and whatever that you've been relying on energetically to get up to this nonsense, I hope when they are done in there, even the paint is sliding off the walls with your nonsense. Spirit, what's your advice? And I'm gonna end it right here, man. Well, how you mean? Have a good night. I don't really care if you found this reading to be revealing, enlightening, or affirming of your experience, but I do invite you back for the next reading. Ciao.